One of the main thrusts of Vectara is we're going to give you advanced AI, if you can call it generative AI, in a very safe and managed way, without a lot of the complexity. So one of the important aspects of safety and manageability is taming hallucinations. The most important thing you can do is to actually, switch from directly interacting with an LLM that has no grounding in your organizational data to grounding the LLM in your organizational data. So retrieval augmented generation. Okay, Vectara handles that part of it already. So what's left? Where else can the hallucinations creep in? They can creep in if the retrieval system malfunctions, which is still a possibility. But the other place they can creep in is, let's say the retrieval system retrieves all the correct and relevant information, but in the process of drawing conclusions from that data, the LLM itself makes a mistake. So just to make it very concrete, let's say that I'm asking just simply for a summary. Summarize, our parental leave policy from the HR handbook. So what we wanted to study was what is the rate of making errors in that summarization process. In other words, if I present you with the correct facts, can you summarize it accurately? And what we found is that there's actually quite a bit of variance between the top LLMs out there and how well they can summarize accurately. So we had models, I think Google Palm Chat, an earlier version, was as high as 27% of the time it was producing inaccurate summaries. Whereas at the other extreme, GPT-4 was only producing inaccurate summaries 3% of the time. So I'd say that that's actually good enough for many real-world use cases. Not all, but for many. We released the models that actually quantify the hallucinations open source. We tried to be as transparent as we could be about our methodology for doing the evaluation, and we basically stuck to very rigorous academic kind of standards for how we did the evaluation. The intent was not just to create a leaderboard, but to provide researchers who are developing these LLMs the tools to actually improve on this particular metric of hallucination in the process of summarization. And what we hope we'll see, and what I think we're already seeing, is that over time, that rate is, while it's never going to reach zero, it's going to reach a point where it's at or below the amount of hallucinations that an average person would do while summarizing. Because we're not perfect either.